More declined logos for us to review today. My name is Andre Leroux. Let's begin. We start today with a very good logo, a good idea, well executed, really nice. I love the tilt of the two pandas. That gives it more character, makes it more interesting. Two things to work on. The one is attention to detail. You have small alignment mistakes here at the baby's feet and also here and here. Got to fix that. The other thing is the interaction between the two. You say it's a hug, but I don't see a hug. At best, Mama Bear has her hands on baby's shoulders. Maybe it's just me, but it also kind of looks like Mama Bear has her hands around baby's neck, like Mama Bear had enough of his So that part needs more work. Other than that, very well done. Great logo. Next we have a coffee cup between two trees. Good idea. I like how the stem curves up to define the trees, but the roots of the trees and the branches are not good. It looks a bit lazy, the branches especially. If you add details like that, spend more time on them. And I'm not sure about these rounded tips. I can see why you went that way, but you have very sharp points everywhere else, so the rounded tips feel somewhat out of sync with the rest of your design. Next we have a letter R Trident. To be honest, it looks like you didn't know what to do with this R, so you just kept on adding stuff to it, like a doodle. Sometimes the doodle approach can work in logo design, but this one doesn't. And as a designer, you need to discern and discard unsuccessful doodles. Next, golf Bullseye logo. Interesting. You did a good job with the perspective of the circles. The ball is fine. The only problems are with the flag and the shadow. Let's look at the shadow. If this is a hole, and I assume it is, then the shadow of the flagpole would not go over the hole, but would go into the hole, like that. Now it looks like a hole. And the flagpole should go in the middle of the hole. That's just how golf flagpoles work. They have that thing at the bottom that fits into the hole, so the pole comes out the center. And the last thing is the flag itself. It seems too simplistic. I think I'd do this and add a small shadow and maybe round this tip. Next up, a fun logo with donuts inside a mushroom cloud. Nice idea, but I think you have too much going on here. It's too busy. You have this light color and a darker color and brown and parts where the background shows through. That's just too much, and it distracts from the donuts, which should be the focal point. The sprinkles don't really work. They look flat, like they are sprinkled on my computer screen and not on the donut. You need to wrap them over the donut more. Look at this. If we have a pattern like this and we rotate it flat like that, then these vertical lines become shorter. It's the same thing. Some of these sprinkles should be shorter. And lastly, these are skinny donuts. Not very appealing. I would fatten them up quite a bit to make them look more yummy. Next logo. Yeah, well, we spoke about this problem in a previous video. This is the JPEG preview. Still not nearly good enough for LogoGround, but better than the vector file. The mistake is that you are designing in raster format, using Photoshop or Paint or something similar, then using some kind of conversion tool to generate a vector file. That is not how logos are made. You are wasting your time. Design in vector format. That's the only way. You can export from vector to raster. You cannot go the other way. There are some exceptions with tracing, but that's full of pitfalls and only for very seasoned logo design experts. I don't recommend it. Next, shrimp logo. When I saw this, I thought, oh, it's too bad. This isn't a perfect circle. I checked, and what do you know? It's a perfect circle. My bad. The problem is that up here you have only points touching the circle. but the bulk of these elements are inside the circle, so visually the circle appears flatter up here. A solution might be to have more stuff touching this part of the circle, maybe like that, or like that. A small issue with the balance. This advice is take it or leave it. It might be just personal taste, but I think these two spaces seem a little empty compared to the rest. Consider adding something there, maybe leaves or dots, just so that the density is more consistent. Next, letter HP logo. Not bad, but also not interesting. We have started declining a lot of logos with this decline reason, the one that says not LogoGround quality. What it basically means is that this logo is okay, but not interesting or memorable or remarkable enough to have a place on LogoGround. This logo could disappear into a sea of similar logos. To get it approved on LogoGround, it has to stand out more. It has to rise above the noise. Next, letter DP or PD logo. Same problem here, but there is an additional problem. Just after uploading this logo, the designer also uploaded this one. One of two misconceptions happening here. Either you think that these are two different logos and you want to sell both of them, or you know they're not different enough and you want LogoGround to pick the best one and to decline the other one. That's a no on both counts. They are not two logos, they are versions of the same logo. And LogoGround won't pick the best one. LogoGround will always decline both if you do this, even if one of them could be approved. It's your job to pick the best one. It's part of being a designer. It's part of the value that you bring to the table. Next, a bat with an umbrella coming out of his... Okay, no, I'm joking. I know he does not have an umbrella up his backside. I can see what you meant to do, but you cannot have the handle of the umbrella in that position. It looks painful. And this is too much Batman. Batman makes our job difficult because it's such an iconic logo and there are many variations of it. So it's very difficult to make a bat logo with wings spread out like this. Almost no matter what you do, it's going to look too much like the Batman logo. There are other ways to draw bats, and if you really want to draw it from the Batman angle, then you have to be very creative with it. Anything less will become a trademark issue. That's it for today. More logos next time. Thanks for watching.